Wants to know how he might be able to use Meteora after his initial play, which is very, very important. But anyways, yes, sorry, it's not going to be too long. Super busy this week. But anyways, so Degen, he had a very good entry on this. He's been selling on the way up, and he wants to know how he could use Meteora. So there's really two options possibly. So if you find it really, really early, okay, basically Meteora in the usual strategy that I use it to bid meme coins in a range. Okay, so let's say you bought it all the way at 17k, and then it goes up to 150k. You sell out. If you want continued exposure after you take your profits, you can open up a range with whatever Solana you want. If you want to bid this area with, let's say, like 10 Sol, then you can do so, and now you have a little bit less exposed risk to the meme coin. You have exposure to it because you're earning fees on the token when it goes down in your range, when it moves up. You're earning fees on these sideways movements, okay? So after you, let's say you sold here or something, you could bid it here. Or for some reason you wanted to hold your whole stack and just acquire more. Again, another way to bid and get exposure to the token, right? Now, on the uptrend, you could do the same thing. Every time it pumps up, you could keep opening new ranges and bidding it and earning fees. But with your case, what you could do, if you have a lot of supply, you can actually, instead of what I've been saying, setting up these bid side ranges, if the chart is right here and you have a ton of supply and you expect it to go higher, you can set up a range with your tokens actually to the upside. And basically what it's going to do for you is now they are sell limit orders. They are acting as sell limit orders on the way up. So as the price appreciates, it's actually going to sell out of your token and you are going to earn fees. So we can go maybe into an example of opening this, but in this case, if you had some sort of insight that it was going to go really high, you can set up a range super high up and sell out of your tokens. This is probably very good fee generation, as you can see by the volume here. So the last thing I want to tell you is this is where you're at right now. You had your supply from early and you have sold out on the way up. You're still holding some. Depends what you want to do. Depends where you see this token going. If you think it's going to break out to all-time highs again and you want to bid it and get exposure to it again, you could set up a range here. Now, what kind of range you set up is going to differ, because on Meteora, you can choose different curves. Spot is going to ensure that all of your limit orders, essentially, are the same size. Okay, this is good when you want instant exposure. As soon as the price gets into your range, you're going to be bidding the same amount. Bid ask is going to ensure that most of your liquidity, right, most of your Solana is going to be bidding at lower prices. So the bottom of this bracket is 49% down. That means most of your Solana is going to be in this more of the bottom range, right? So the reason I'm explaining this is because on this one, for example, if you think this is going to keep getting volume but maybe is not going to break all-time highs again, you can set up a range, let's say current, and you're like, okay, I don't think it's going to dump more than 85% without getting a bounce. So now you could set it up in the bid-ask fashion and almost dump catch this, right? So now that you have this curve set up, if it comes down, if it bounces and hangs around here and gets one decent bounce, you can get out for here for profit. But since you're still holding the supply, actually I'm going to tweak what I said. Since you're still holding the supply, and if you think this token is going to survive, again, I don't really have an opinion on this. I would probably bet that it's not going to breach all-time highs again, but I don't know. I don't know the narrative well enough. I actually wasn't paying attention the past however many hours to tokens, so I don't know what the narrative is behind this. Anyways, what you can do now is this is the current price. So if you wanted to take the rest of your supply you have and set it up and go two-sided, so you could deposit SOL to earn fees when it goes down, and you could put in your supply for when it goes up. So what this is going to do is, like I said, depending on how high you make your range is where you're going to sell out of your tokens. So let's say you have 7 SOL worth of your tokens and you make it a very tight range, 33% up. So if the token trends up for some reason, it's actually going to sell out all the way out of your tokens if it goes above the range. But with concentrated liquidity, obviously you're going to get more fees. So it depends how high you see the token going and where you want to get out is really how you're going to determine your ranges. LP Army, what's up, Armstrong? Hi, Crime, it has been a while. Hi, Armstrong, what's up right here? Keep educating. Thank you, sir. HMC, Daytime Crime. Yeah, HMC, I meant to get back to you. You're saying the daytime streams. I saw that. Yeah, I figured, like, usually my time during the day is occupied by just obviously looking at charts and trading. And honestly, I like to trade off stream more because obviously there's less pressure. But also, I usually am clipping a lot during the day, and that usually takes like 2 hours to pump out like 1 or 2 clips. And recently I plan to have some clippers doing some stuff, so I've just been trying to pump out the streams, and hopefully people come through and clip it. So that's why, like, for a while I was just doing a bunch of media and editing, but right now I'm just trying to pump out the streams and whatnot. Alright, let me see. What's your day goal? I don't really have a day goal, Degen, to be honest. Okay, let me see the comments here. 50% lost on anything. I bid just because I've been profitable for like 2 years, but not profitable. Wait. You've been around for 2 years, but not profitable. Got a lot of knowledge. Thanks, brother. Of course, Degen. 49K, I don't know what that was in reference to. What, oh, where your entry was. What happens after you cross the top? No more supply. Did I answer that, Degen? That's on Ebola. Lo-Fi Me says, any advice? Fuck, 1 sec. Sorry, that song was annoying me. Some good old Linkin Park for us. Okay, sweet. I did go over that. Nice. Any advice? How many soul minimum to learn DLMM? So, I don't think there's the only barrier to entry when you're LPing is that when you open these positions, it usually requires, I can't see because my webcam's in the way, but down here it should say cost required open position 0.057. So that is the refundable soul that you have to enter a pool. If you go wider ranges, it is going to go up a little bit. Right now, as I made my range wider, it's going to be 0.1. So just keep in mind there's like a 0.057 to 0.15 kind of area that you have to deposit to make the pool. You get this back. But when you're starting, that's really the only barrier to entry. Other than that, you can like honestly LP with like $5. It just depends what your situation is. However comfortable you are risking, is fine to start with. And obviously, if you start with $5 and you make 100%, you'll be at $10. So it's not significant, but if you learn how to do this with small amounts, like that is very beneficial for you as a trader. And it's very important that you learn this now before meme coins like heat up. So I will say that you should start now. And also there is this great thing called the DLMM Playground, where you can find on LP Army, I believe, lparmy.com, the playground on here. You have to connect your Discord and whatnot, but this is kind of like paper trading for LPing. So you can use that. I do recommend to just start with real money just because it feels more real. But if you're like really uncomfortable, you've never opened a pool, and you want to just test it out before, go to the LP Army and use that playground. If you want clippers, we have some really good ones to help you with the editing. I do want clippers. The only thing that I've been having trouble with. Oh, thanks HMC for shouting me out. The only thing with the clippers though is what post did I make here? This is the one I made, clipping tryouts, whatever. I uploaded this stream. I was like watching this back. I never watch back my streams really unless I'm clipping. There are actually some good clips in here. I gave some like 2 timestamps from the bit that I watched. But the issue is when I have people do clips, I just have like really specific design preferences, and I need the subtitles to be correct. and I need the cutting to be good. Like, I don't like when you can hear me breathing into the mic, or if there's periods between talking. And that's really all. And like, I know there are clippers out there that do like premium job, and not that that's what I'm gonna get, but I just like, I want good clippers, you know what I mean? Like, and I appreciate any clip anyone makes, right? But the ones that I want to post on my account, I just have like really specific design preferences. If you're curious in your clipper and you want to see what my preferred style is, this one was a good one. If clippers are able to kind of like zoom in and circle stuff, that'd be awesome. I know it takes a lot of time. I've done it myself. Like, usually a clip for me takes like an hour to an hour and a half, honestly. But yeah. Anyways, I'm getting off of the clipping topic. Going back to this terrible, terrible pool that I, for some reason, didn't get out of. I'm just kind of at gunpoint here, waiting for this thing to bounce. I could have gotten out for break even right here, but I'm greedy and I have like a good amount of fees, so I just want like a spike to like 2 mil or something, and I'll be happy. Alright, let me look at chat. GMAT, what's up, Tone? It was a pleasure to have you on, sir. That was actually just such a great podcast, and I'm super jealous of your setup. With the background of your stream looked amazing. I think you should maybe stream a little bit more. TF, are those lines on your chart? Which one are you talking about? When you got chart open like this, would my average be in the middle or top of it? US deving, no. When you got chart open like this, would my average be in the middle? Sorry, which one were you talking about? So it depends. Like on something like this, right? When I open a pool, like single-sided, if I'm just depositing Solana, then your average is it hasn't gotten filled because the price is right here. Your average, if it went all the way through, the average price would be like in the middle, right? Because this is the even curve. So each little bin of these has the same amount of Solana. So if for some reason it comes all the way through and converts all of your Solana to the token, your average price is going to be in the middle. However, on the bid ask, your average price would probably be like right here because most of your liquidity is down here, right? So if it came through, your average price would probably be like right here, as opposed to spot is going to have your average price in the middle. Like, I'm just think about them like they're all like, spot is all even limit orders basically. In bid ask gets bigger as you come down, so it's something like this, you know what I'm saying? So think of all of these little lines as your limit orders of Solana, and Meteora is organizing your Solana into whatever distribution you want. Now, if you have tokens for the upside, like you were saying, and let's say we are now depositing, I don't know why it's not. Let's do autofill. So if for some reason you had tokens for the upside, now your cost basis doesn't really change. These are just your sell limit orders above the price, and then your buy orders below the price. So when you open a pool, everything is basically the same until the price starts moving. If it starts coming up after you open your price, your tokens are going to start converting to the Solana. And then if, let's say, it ranged all the way out, then your average exit on the tokens is going to be like somewhere like right here in the middle. Does that make sense? You should, Tone. You should. Joe, what's up, Joe? Are you in this? No, I already played it. I made like 0.5. You got out. Rich, bro. I am in rich, unfortunately, and I'm getting cooked. I put fucking 20 soul into this because I should have just gotten out on this bounce, or I should have gotten out this morning, or I should have gotten out here. But I was like kind of confident, even though this did exactly what I had expected it to. It ran to 10 mil, or almost 10 mil, and dumped roughly 90%. I think my range was 85%. But like, I kind of expected it to come at least to this level and bounce, and I guess I should have gone wider at this point. But if it just bounces to 2.1 mil or something, we should be chilling on that one, so we'll see. What are you teaching? We are teaching how to use Meteora and trade meme coins via Meteora. Even check if the token you buy into has a decent audit score, or you just let them take ya. I've played so many of these, my naked eye is usually a decent instinct, and then I'll check like the wallets, but usually the wallets, unless they look like super sus, they don't give me too much information. Did stake got you crime? A lot of people getting rugged by it. I avoided stake, thankfully, but yeah, I saw a lot of people get wrecked on stake. A lot of LPers got wrecked on stake. I don't even know what happened, but yeah, wow, 42k. Yeah, I managed to avoid this, thankfully, but this is the danger. Obviously, you can still take L's LPing. You just have to find tokens that don't absolutely rug to zero. And if they do, and let's say your range is something like this, typically what I teach not necessarily my students, but people who are learning LPing, I like to cut losses when it gets out of range. Being able to cut losses is a hard thing to do, but it's going to ensure that you can survive. HMC made 4 soul on stake. Looks like he got out before the Black Swan. The rich that's 4 days old. The rich that is endorsed by Choose Rich. Perpad. What is Perpad? Let's see. I don't think there's any recent graduates. What is this? Wait, this is kind of interesting, actually. This probably wouldn't be a bad LP, but I need to do some more research on it. Perp back tokens. What does that even mean, though? Every token's perp position is now backed by Solana's perps router, Imperial Perps. I wish I knew more about how on-chain perps actually worked, because I mean, a decent tech, right? It's probably a decent bid. I actually don't mind it. I don't understand the mechanism on how this works, though. Launch a coin tied to a perp. Each coin runs a leveraged perp treasury that auto-buys and burns supply on every uptick. Like, this is just too complicated for me to actually understand how this works, but I don't get it. Can someone explain how this actually works to me like I'm 5? Fees from pump coins open a perp position. The dev can assign the leverage. So, is it like the dev can assign the leverage? Is it only like longing? I just don't understand. Is it opening a short position or long position, or the profit from the perp position buys back the coin and burns it? One second, fellas. Sorry, fellas. The profit from the okay, the dev can pick short or long. Click route fees. Okay, I see. Generate a fresh when you sub wallet. Interesting. Honestly, like, pretty neat idea. What happens if the position gets liquidated? Nothing, right? It's just the fees that get lost. I notice your mic is in low volume, Crime. Do you do this on purpose? No, I don't. Here, I'm going to turn desktop audio down. Does that help? I don't know how to boost it. My mic is turned all the way up on OBS. I think on TikTok it's actually better because I can boost. Guys, how does the mic sound on TikTok? Is this messed up? You're not the first person to say that. Right here. Wait, I think you might have been the one. Someone commented on my YouTube video. They're like, your mic is pretty low. GMet will get back to you. Crime by Armstrong. Fine. It sounds good on TikTok. You're muted now. Am I? It's good now. Okay. Okay. I hear you fine in X, says HMC. Okay. I don't actually mind this. It's kind of like fun. I don't know how long the attention's gonna last, but I think it's a decent bid, so we'll open one. I'm done with Granny gaming, I think. And Rich, just please do like a 2 or 3x. 1 second. My dad's calling me. Stiff's got the Sony headset. Did you buy that with your Mbappe profits? When I was choosing a new headset, I was looking at the one that had the best mic quality, and this one has good mic quality, but apparently it's a little quiet. Anyways, going back to everything, we were gonna open a position on that that perp platform, perp launchpad, I should say. 3,500 TVL, 200, 1%, and then there's a 50.5%. Huh. This is kind of a interesting choice here. Usually I just tell you to go with the highest TVL pool. But in times like these, it's using a dynamic pool. Can we see what the dam is? I want to see what fee percent the dam is. 1%. So honestly, I think being in the 50 bin, 0.5 is gonna vamp more volume from the dam. So, let's get rid of autofill. I'm not gonna be able to achieve my desired range. I highly doubt. Let's see how low we can go. Non-refundable, past 60. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, we can get 60%. Honestly, I think that's fine. I think that's fine, to be honest. And then I'll just cut it if it goes out. But I think I do want to be in the 50 bin pool. Just for fun. No, I got it a few months ago. I'm guessing you have insider quants, lol. 195 is crazy. Actually, no insider quants at all. The only information I see is from my group chat and people, other LPers. But no, I never have any insider information. Thank you for saying 195 is crazy, though, because I have a lot of people, like, the meme coin space is very, not delusional, but like everyone has kind of a twisted view of money, and some people will come in here and be like, oh, I mean, it's taken me 1.5 years to grow from 1.5 SOL to 200. And yeah, 200 or 195, whatever, isn't life-changing money by any means. But I was able to grow this account consistently with a very straight-up P&L chart for the most part, besides the past 2 months. So what I care about is teaching people how to be consistent. No matter how much money you make, But thank you, thank you, thank you. Chives, Chivington. How you know about that, RJ? Did I say that last live? You do stop loss for meme coin. Are you buying? What am I looking at? So Pat, what I'm doing here is this range I just created. I put in 6 Solana, okay, between these blue lines. So you see how, right, in my liquidity, I still have 6 Solana. None of it has converted to the token. We need the price to come down into our range. As price comes down, this dotted line here is going to move left, and these blue bars will start turning purple. So essentially, each of these little bars acts as a limit order, and as price comes down, we convert our Solana to the token. So if it for some reason dumps all the way through the bottom of my range here, this whole, all of my Solana, my 6 Solana will be completely converted to the token. Now the reason why we're setting up a curve here is because on Meteora, we were able to set up these pools and earn fees when price comes down. So in this case, if price starts coming down, I will start earning fees of per pad, right? Every time my Solana gets swapped to the token, every time my limit order, quote unquote, gets filled, I get fees in the token. So when it goes down, I get fees in the token. Now, when it goes up though, let's say the purple bars get converted back to blue, we get fees in Solana. When it goes down, we get fees in the token. When it goes up, we get fees in Solana. So you can see how ideal this would be if for some reason this token had unlimited volume and unlimited volatility forever. We would technically get unlimited fees. Obviously, that's never going to happen. Volume fades, volatility stops, blah, blah, blah. But you can see how if I predict this and it stays around in this range, this is going to be a very ideal situation for me. We don't want it to dump all the way through. Okay, that is not a good situation. But we want it to move sideways. And you can see how pooling this is actually going to be more ideal than just buying it here. Because if we just buy the token here and it does this sort of move, as soon as it comes back to here, we're just going to have the same amount. But on Meteora, by pooling this, we actually earn fees on these up and down moves within the range. 6 Solanos. Hey, Hashirama. Nice to see you here, boss. You do stop loss for meme coins. So, yes. But right now on Meteora, there are no stop losses. So, if for some reason it falls out of my range and my 6 Solana gets converted to the token, typically I tell new users to just go ahead, withdraw your pool, and take the loss. Okay, but if you're advanced, you can do other methods. You can sell half and rebalance, create a new pool down here. But for the sake of simplicity, if you're just starting, just try to stick to cutting your losses. Is going to be my advice. What the fuck? This is new to me. I only trench. This is a whole different world out there, bro. You know, I know. I have friends that are new pair traders that actually haven't listened to me about learning Meteora, and that's fine because I don't know how to trade new pairs. I'm not good at it. So yes, it's significantly different. But if you are a new pair trader, I will say this is very helpful because as you can see, if for some reason you were in it super early, and then you're in here, and then you sell the top, ideally, if you think the coin is going to keep surviving, but you think it's going to kind of come down and chop around sideways, this is where you want to open a pool. You can even be in it early, sell up here, and then you can rebid it with a pool and earn fees. Crime, what's up, Div? You know Gake. I know, obviously, of Gake. I've never talked to him. When do you think Sol will go back up, and do you think BTC will crash soon? I try not to give my opinions on the macro moves because I never know. Oh, wait, this is actually getting filled quite fast. And the feed generation is not good because I'm in the 0.5 pool. All right, I'm going to monitor this. Anyways, I think Solana will eventually go up, and I think Bitcoin will eventually go up. Who knows how long it's going to take, but obviously I think Solana is going to reach all-time highs again. So if I get a candlestick coming down, do I buy? So basically, like, you see how the price just came down, it converted. So I had 6 Solana in here. Now I have 5.38 Solana left. So the 5.38 Solana left are these blue bars you see to the left of this dotted line, which represents current price. So you can see I have zero point 0.4 Solana now converted to the token. That are the tokens are these purple bars to the right of this dotted line, which represents current price. So you can see how I've earned $1 practically in the token from it coming down into my range. So I want it to keep moving up and down in here so we can earn fees. Gake is giga bullish on Perpad. He been in on multiple sidewalks since 30k spam posting. Okay, so I'm basically Gake's exit liquidity. Someone else showed Ebola Hashirama. Wait, this is the OG token. I think I know about this one. Damn, it's running. Damn. That actually looks like an amazing LP to be in. I don't know if I'm going to open up a position right now on it, but if for some reason you were able to be in it this whole time, like, you cooked. So I think it looks good, Hashirama, honestly. The only thing I was going to ask, I guess, is Ebola, is this like, is there another outbreak or something? I'm wondering what the narrative relevance is kind of behind it. Yeah, the Ebola comeback. Please, Rich. This thing is actually getting kind of cooked. Maybe I should have gone wider than 60%. We shall see how this works out. I probably will be kind of quick to cut it, though, if it comes down, just because I went so tight on it. Like, as you can see, I have 45% left in the range. And as you can see, you see how it just moved up because the price is going up. So now I have earned 50 cents in Solana from it coming up. Of course there's another outbreak. Is there actually? Because, like, the reason why I wasn't really bullish on Hanta in the long term is because it was, thankfully, not contagious, or it wasn't transferable between humans. The only way you could get it is from rat feces or saliva or something. So once I saw that Hanta was, like, not going to become some sort of pandemic, it's like, it's going to be out of the news in, you know, not very long. Been hearing about it, yeah, just after Hanta. I mean, we can look at the Hanta chart, I guess. I guarantee it's not very high. Yeah, like, this is what happens when a virus is not transferable. As dumb as that is, it's not dumb. It makes a lot of sense, because if it stays out of the news headlines, it's not going to get any bids. I don't even know what you mean by that, Stift. He says it's a cover-up for Disney Cruise. What happened on Disney Cruise? Bro, I'm getting absolutely murdered on this. Please be the bottom. Please be the bottom. Please be the bottom. Chives Chivington. I might change my legal name to that, RJ. We can check the... Yeah, I actually do like Ebola, but I want to see what the news aspect on this is. Ebola case in US by June 30. Damn. Polymarket is 44%. I actually like polymarket bets like this, because, like, I feel like there's less information arbitrage. It's more of like a real chance, you know what I mean? So I actually like that one. I might stream tonight special. Let's go, HMC. I'm ready. People working for Disney doing bad things got arrested. Really, really, really? I didn't hear about that. What we buying? Not really bidding anything right now. Bro, guys, let me show you something I'm really, really upset about. I made this pool. I made this pool yesterday. I was in this from 10k, bruh. I was in this from 10k, and I sold at 70k. Which, I made 6 SOL on it, but I kind of had it in my mind to not sell, and I should just sold half and let the rest run. I had it in my mind not to sell until like 120k, and I sold before. And it's like it's hard because when you're trading and you have times when you don't sell, then you're more quick to sell off of a decent trade, and then when you hold and hope and it doesn't work out, it's just obviously the paradox of trading. But yeah, that sucks because it fucking went to 400k. So I missed out on a 40x. I missed out on, can't think about it obviously, but 39 soul is what I could have made on this if I just held. I did make an extra 1.6 pooling it right here, and then I sold at 300k this morning, I guess, was when I sold. But in Montana, what do you mean, Hashirama? How long did you hold for? Like 2 days or something? Faded Hanta at 55. I think I remember you saying that, Stiffed. That sucks. Well, the movement in this is quite good, but it being 0.5 is making it so the fees aren't super ideal, but we'll see how long. Yes, go up. Honestly, though, if this goes back to like 3 mil, I think we'll probably pull in like 4 or 5 soul. So I'm being greedy here. It's probably smart, but like I anticipated this entire move. Like I was saying up here that you should be bidding this like 90% down, and it did what I thought. But now I'm in the position where I don't have. Oh fuck! Interesting. What's going on here? I need to pay attention to that. But now we're at the position where I don't have very much left on the range, and I put in 20 soul on this because I thought I was gonna get an exit, which I did, but I thought I was just gonna range around more. So I've done this to myself, but I do need to bounce on Rich. When did it spike after you sold at? After you sold and realized it went higher. So I sold it in the morning. Fuck. Are you talking about Tiny World? I sold it right here, and then it hung around, and then it just kept going up, and then right here is when I made the pool. I wonder if people are still pooling this actually. I made the pool for it, and then I got out. So yeah, there's I made the 202%, and then so I made a 102%. That's funny. Damn. Well, I don't know that I'm gonna bid this again right now, even though I do like the tech of it kinda. Holy, what is that range on Granny? You cover the whole map. Oh, I'm not in it. I'm not in it. I was just giving an example. I played Granny and got out like right here earlier for whatever, but I'm done. I'm done with it for now. I just need I need Rich to go, and then hopefully I don't get rugged on this. RJ says do it. What, make a range on Granny? How you trade meme coins without getting rugged, because most of these coins go to 0? I'm going to answer that first by telling you that I'm very selective on the tokens I choose to play. And also, the second thing is that I use Meteora to trade meme coins. So we actually use kind of a less risky method to trading these tokens. So instead of, let me give you an example. Instead of seeing this token right here and buying it straight out, Meteora allows us to kind of predict the bottom of where we think the token could go. Maybe it's even lower. Maybe it's like 75% down or 80% down. Instead spread whatever money we were going to buy this token with out between a wide range. Okay, so each of these represents a little bit of the total amount of money we were going to put in, but it's split out between this range. So Meteor allows us to make fees when it goes up and down within our range. So we want something like this to happen when we create a range on Meteora. And obviously if I made this range and the token just goes straight up from here, nothing will happen. Our our pool will not get touched. The money we put in is just going to sit here idle if the price goes higher. So there are caveats to using this, but what's this song called? It is called Freaking Out by Dexter and the Moonrocks. I need to put the crime playlist on wait, this actually isn't even on my playlist. But I need to put the stream playlist on my link tree. Have you tried not getting rugged? I've tried not getting rugged, and no matter what I do, it always happens. Kai Adams is catching the block. He's shilling an insider group. Yes, Melina. Basically, it's an auto DCA with fees. Are you still in Scuba? I'm not in Scuba anymore. That guy's capping Melina. He's capping hard. Oh, actually, this pool is doing quite well now. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was the dynamic fee kicking in. But we have now made $10 whole from our 6 Solana that we have put into this pool. Why not what? I don't know. I was looking at the chart for a little bit of time. What was it? Ooh, Ferret is a new dex paid. Is this real? 1 second. This is not real. Right? Anything even happened to the otter, or is it just a rug? Looks like it. Scuba. I don't know. It wasn't a play for me to DLMM though because of the volume. The volume just kind of faded off. Hey, look, these scenarios actually worked out from whatever I was last drawing on this chart. Dang, it did rip. I mean, honestly, LPing this would have been ideal, but I don't know. Again, like I feel like every time, depending on the meme, obviously this could run again. But every time it has one of these like revival spikes, it kind of loses more and more RR. But as I say that, right, the volume is increasing, so maybe it's not bad, but just not doing that right now. Scuba will be big, IMO. Is it just because it's the TikTok dance? Might be bad idea. Which one, RJ? Come on, Rich, go, go, go. I'm gonna wait for a few more stiffed comments, and then I'm probably gonna go get some food though. I know it's a short one today, but like I said, been pretty busy, and we'll be back on later. I'm going to be having to watch this while I'm in the car though, because this range is pretty tight, to be honest. What's for lunch? It's actually dinner for me, Hashirama. I know you're on the other side. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go get more ground beef again. I didn't eat ground beef for like 2 months because I got so sick of it. I was making it like every night, but then I had it again last night. It was pretty good, so I think just ground beef. And then I put in like Greek yogurt, and I squeeze lemon on it, and then I mix it all together. I'm on the East Coast, Hashirama. I'd remind you of the state, but for privacy reasons, I'll have to tell you in person whenever we meet again. Alright guys, unfortunately I'm gonna head off real quick. I just heard my stomach growl, so I'll be back on later, and hopefully in the meantime we don't get punished on this, and hopefully Rich goes up. Nice. And then hopefully we have another nice little green day. Bye Snoopy, bye Stift, bye RJ, bye HMC, bye Hashirama. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. HMC is holding me hostage. He knows where I live. What about me? Bye Chilpino. Chilpino is low-key a snake, guys. He's low-key a snake. He's the only snake in the chat. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. We love Chilpino. The original goon. Bye right here. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, boss.